Champa Street in Denver, Colorado. Sat outside the old family home of the Cassadys. That's Neil Marshall Cassady and his wife Maud, and of course one of Denver's most famous sons, Neil Leon Cassady. And in this tiny kennel-like home lived the family and various siblings. And Neil became part of the surge of inspiration, a large part of the inspiration for Jack Kerouac's On the Road, a formative and seminal novel for me, and one that I just happened to have beside me here. And because I'd like to, for your amusement perhaps, I intend to read a short 3 paragraphs from part 3, chapter 1. In the spring of 1949, I had a few dollars saved from my GI education checks, and I went to Denver, thinking of settling down there. I saw myself in Middle America, a patriarch. I was lonesome. Nobody was there. No Babe Rawlins, Ray Rawlins, Tim Gray, Betty Gray, Roland Major, Dean Moriarty, which of course is Cassady's persona in the novel, Carlo Marx, Ed Dunkel, Roy Johnson, Tommy Snark, nobody. I wandered around Curtis Street, that's where my hotel is right now, and Larimer Street, worked a while in the wholesale fruit market where I almost got hired in 1947, the hardest job of my life. At one point, the Japanese kids and I had to move a whole boxcar 100 feet down the rail by hand with a jack gadget that made it move a 1/4 inch with each yank. I lugged watermelon crates over the ice floor of reefers into the blazing sun, sneezing. It's just about hay fever time here too. You can smell the pollen in the air. In God's name and under the stars, what for? At dusk I walked. I felt like a speck on the surface of the sad red earth. I passed the Windsor Hotel, where Dean Moriarty had lived with his father in the Depression 30s, and as of yore I looked everywhere for the sad and fabled tinsmith of my mind. Either you find someone who looks like your father in places like Montana, or you look for a friend's father, where he is no more. That lilac evening I walked with every muscle aching among the lights of 27th and Welton in the Denver-coloured section, wishing I were a Negro, feeling that the best the white world had offered was not enough ecstasy for me, not enough life, joy, kicks, darkness, music, not enough night. I stopped at a little shack where a man sold hot red chili in paper containers. I bought some and ate it, strolling in the dark, mysterious streets. I wished I were a Denver Mexican or even a poor overworked Jap, anything but what I was so drearily, a white man, disillusioned. All my life I'd had white ambitions. That was why I'd abandoned a good woman like Terry in the San Joaquin Valley. I passed the dark porches of Mexican and Negro homes. Soft voices were there. Occasionally the dusky knee of some mysterious sensual gal, and dark faces of men behind rose arbors. Little children sat like sages in ancient rocking chairs. A gang of coloured women came by, and one of the young ones detached herself from mother-like elders and came to me fast. "Hello, Joe!" And suddenly saw I wasn't Joe and ran back, blushing. I wished I were Joe. I was only myself, Sal Paradise, sad, strolling in this violet dark, this unbearably sweet night, wishing I could exchange worlds with the happy, true-hearted, ecstatic Negroes of America. The raggedy neighborhoods reminded me of Dean and Mary Lou, who knew these streets so well from childhood. How I wished I could find them. Well, I'm going to leave it on the doorstep of the Cassady house. Maybe it'll get picked up by a character. Someone who could be a friend of mine. I wish the best for them. And I wish the best for you too. All right.